Hello, welcome back. Last time I got the starfish and ice machine, then came over here to tangled pipes and got kinda scared away by it.
Another dead end, Shelby.
So I finally found some time to myself where I could actually work on this puzzle and figure out a few things about it. I've learned at least maybe the first half and the last little bit of the room. So as suspected, I have to get this little guy out, and he's basically gonna enable me to get everybody out here without dying to this and without getting crushed by that thing. So that's my overall task here. So I've learned some stuff. I have a few intermediate saves here just to remind me of what I want to do. The core
Another dead end, Shelby.
core mechanism here is that nobody here can move steel pipes. I can only drop things, so I have to drop the left side more than right side so that I can get at that to get it out. Now there's another whole half here that I haven't actually figured out yet, which is how to get this from here all the way around to where it needs to be. That's like a pretty major task, but I got the first major task done. So these kind of walk me through some of the steps I used to get to here. So let me just see if I can do what I did before, because it wasn't incredibly complicated. First step. It'll become clear why I need this later. I need this little guy down here as a lever to be able to push some things down without crushing Guppy. So I know I need to do that. First step needs to be that this goes down here-ish. Now I think there is another first step before that that I'm going to need eventually, but I'm not doing it yet. How did this work? Okay, that's right. So if this is shoved in there, Shelby might need to be elsewhere. Might not. Maybe it doesn't matter. If that's shoved in there, I can start moving this over. At some point there's some way to reverse... Well, now hang on. If I drop this... Oh yeah, it's right here. I may have moved this slightly prematurely. Well, I can go this far without dying any farther, and I'm dead. But with it that far, I can pull it instead of pushing it, basically. So by swapping these, that's still fully supported, no danger here, right. And that's Shelby's next job. Next job is to... before I do too much else, I wanted to have moved this. I think I still have the opportunity to do that. I think that's actually false. I think I'll show you how far I've gotten so far and what the problems are with that. But I want this at least out there, which means I need to go in here and do this again. As far as I can. So that's as far as I can go there. Alright, so pull instead of pushing, so that can go down a little bit. Then push the other way, so that that goes down. Wait, no, this is wrong. I positioned this in the wrong place. This needs to slot into here. That's what holds up the right portion of this. So if that's true, then this needs to be at least here. That's fine. It can be there for now, I think. Shove this over, shove it over again, and that's there fully supported. So I can put this over by one. Then I think Shelby can help me move it one more so that it falls down. Sounds right. Let's try that. Okay. That goes there. This falls down. Cool.
Flounder, we need your help.
What is it?
This room is filled with steel pipes.
Ooh, good move, Flounder.
My phone wants to tell me about a flood warning in my area, and it's very distracting. Go away. It's raining pretty hard. Well, it stopped now, but it had been. Anyway, so, right. I got this far. So I can push this and finally have access to that. Now, it's not great access, but it is access. So Shelby can come around. That's a slightly slower way, I guess. It's a long way either way. Kind of annoying how much Shelbying I have to do here. So I'm going to undo to this point. I just want to show a couple of things first. Taking a lot of dead-end paths here, but with a puzzle like this, like, It's important to show the intermediate steps so I understand why some of the other stuff was necessary. Right, so the reason I had to put this in here as a lever was because this pipe would have fallen on Guppy if she had just pushed that down herself. So that's why that was necessary. So in order to get this out, here is a way that I can extract it. Put Shelby there, go there, push. Great, it's out. Now I can't do anything with it. So if I go back to right about there, the object that I want to use is the one Shelby's sitting on right now. I think that's false, but that was what I did, and I'll show you why I think it's wrong. So she gets under it, it turns into a snail car. Familiar process here. I've done this before in many puzzles. So that's what this protrusion is for, to make that awkward, I think. Now let's see, there's a little dance I have to do to get all this to work. I think I want to drop it. No, I don't want to drop it yet. I want it one farther over. If I push this too far, if I push it one more to the left, I can't move it to the right anymore. And this is where the problems start. So you go down there. Move Shelby. Go back up here. This can't move. So it's not that. Okay, so you get on the other side of it then. Put Shelby on the underside so it remains extractable. Yeah, that's how it is. How does that remain extractable exactly? That doesn't look good. I did this somehow. How did I do it? I mean, she can't get under there at this point. What's the idea? Oh, right. It's not Shelby there. It's Shelby here. Sneaky. No, that's also false. Maybe I want this. There we go. Okay, so that's how I get it to an extractable place. So Shelby, how would you like to help me with something? Boy, what do I want Shelby to do? Here's the question. Probably not that. No, wait. At this point, I want to do. So right, that's my catcher for this thing I'm about to get. So right, this is cool.
That showed him.
Good move, Flounder.
Mr. Crab, do you think you could come and help us move these steel pipes?
I ain't putting no goggles on my eye stalks, Fishy.
I had not seen that that dialogue before. Did King Crab ever come into VR? That dialogue and my memories make me think he didn't. So maybe he was never in here. Alright, so there are various things I can do at this point. I think I want to actually... No, that's fine. Wait, how did I do this? I did it somehow. Oh yeah, okay, so there's a magic spot here, but that doesn't help. You need to be one more further over. I guess like this. There we go. Okay, relearning to think with snails. It's been a little while. It's always been a little while when I play this. Okay, cool. So hey, look, great! I got this little thing on a thing I can move it around on. Looks good, right? Problem. As soon as I move it over there, that's within 3 of the wall. It's a 1x1. There is no object in here except this one, and even that one wouldn't help me. I would have to put this all the way against the wall to get the lever in there. There is no object in this puzzle that can currently help me move this over. There's nothing shaped appropriately, so once it's over there, it's just stuck there, because... Yes, this is great, this looks good, but there's no friction, so that just stays there. So that's never coming away from that wall, no matter what I do. So, this was as far as I got before I started recording. I started doing some stuff over here. My theory is that I need to swap these 2 objects. This one is a little bit friendlier. I don't need a snail on the bottom to have Guppy move it side to side. It's going to be more awkward in some ways. Regardless of which of these objects I use, I'm going to have her come around to the top to shove this little guy around. But as long as I can lift it up and keep it away from this wall, then she will always have the option of doing that. I'm going to have to do some awkward setting it down, shuffling it around, lifting it up, moving it, setting it down, shuffling it around, but Shelby will be able to help me with that, I'm pretty sure. So that part won't be so bad. I'm not sure how the rest of this is going to go with that shape instead of this one, but anyway. So I'm pretty sure I need that object in here. So I tried doing some stuff like... There's still some pushing that can be done here. False. No, there's none. Right, I'm out of pushes there. But anyway, that gets shoved around a little bit by the stuff that I'm doing there. And that object didn't really move from its initial position, so yeah, I think... Makes a lot of sense to get it out of there. Oh hey, I just realized there was an easier way to do something that I thought took a lot of effort. So yes, I can try to do things like... So, this object isn't moving anymore. This vertical passage is shut off as soon as I do this. I could move it right. Hold on. Now wait. I could move it right. At this point, when this is already down here, I don't know about that, but maybe I don't need to go as far back as I thought I did. So let's try some stuff. Let's say I would do this.
Another dead end, Shelby.
That would happen. Oh, okay. Well, that's the problem with that. Okay, let's say I would do the opposite. I mean, that's fine, sure. Oh, hey, don't push that. Okay, so that's out of the way. I can get her in here, and I can extract this. Yes, that's nice. Maybe I do need both of these. Yeah, maybe I was thinking about this wrong. So the problem is this has the same problem on the right as this stuff had on the left. I can't put this all the way against this wall where it would need to be to fit through this hole, because then there's just no leverage possible from there. Even if I could get this back over there to tuck under this corner, like say I had... okay, well, yeah, you'd go down there. Say I had put this over here, and like if this were here, 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 yes, technically it's leverage on the right side, but it has the same problem of only being 3 away from the wall. So, so let's explore this new idea I had of getting that away from where it is. This is not a safe way to do that, is it? Okay, so that's terrible because it locks that in place. So I absolutely cannot do that because this is too narrow for Guppy. Okay, now I know. I could hold it up with this. Hold on. So knowing that I can do all this work without anything extra over here... Yeah, maybe that's this thing's purpose. Where can I set you? Nowhere. But yeah, if I were to put this in here, that's just perfectly shaped to hold this up and keep that from falling. If I could just have a safe place to put you, then I might have something going here, but I don't see any good spots. I feel like it would just be better to not even drop this. Pre-move this little dude out of there. However, let's see, was this important for anything? Show me how I used that. I used it to push this through that little space, didn't I? No, I don't think I did. It was a platform for that briefly. Oh, I see. When I'm undoing really far back, it does it by 5. That's why. Even if I just wait a moment, let's see, what if I move, then it goes back to 1s for a moment, then it goes to 5s. Interesting. I just noticed that undo was behaving kind of weird. Okay, so... So yes, it was a platform for that. And at this point I can't really extract it. If it were one more to the right, that would be fine. Okay, so, yeah. Current theory. What I need to work on... Yeah, eventually this will just get me back to the start of the puzzle. Might as well just reset.
Another dead end, Shelby.
Another dead end, Shelby. So, right, theory. Ooh. Okay, so that makes this awkward, potentially. Theory is, I need to, at the very beginning, swap these two. That'll make getting this down there harder, so it might not be at the very, very beginning. Maybe I want to do some business with this first before I swap those, but let's try not. What if I just don't? So that's a fine place for you. You're not in anybody's way. Except maybe this guy's way. I think that's okay. I can work around that. Yes, so Shelby can help me pick that up. Well, if you weren't stuck there, maybe. Okay. Use it here. You come around. So I'll have to do this, which is fine. I can move that back if I need to. This is a little bit awkward, but it's fine. Seems to be. Okay, let's move this thing and swap it for that.
Flounder, we need your help.
What is it?
This room is filled with steel pipes.
Ooh, good move, Flounder.
Good move, filling the room with steel pipes. Alright, so that's out. I have this annoying little space to swap them, but it looks possible. Because this can really just go left. That's not annoying at all. That's made, like, perfectly for this. Nice. Okay, so I think that's going to be a less awkward option for that. The only awkwardness is this, but I think Shelby can help me get it across that little too-wide gap just fine, right? Sounds pretty plausible to me. This is not great, but it might be solvable with, like... I don't know, something like this? And then... well, no, now nobody can move. I want you out. I want to extract you. I want this thing... well, with Shelby there, that's not going to happen. Okay, what if Shelby's here? Or here. Okay. So that parks that there temporarily. Nice. But I need assistance to get this up. That's okay. I can wait. So this goes back to its parking space, but Shelby's with it.
Flounder, we need your help.
Okay.
What is it?
This room is filled with steel pipes.
Ooh, good move, Flounder.
Are they saying that multiple times, or is that just because I'm undoing stuff? I'm not really sure. Okay, so here's what I can do. Shelby is there. A lot of long snail journeys here. It's a little bit annoying to have to go such a long way around, but it's part of the puzzle. Okay, so I think I have successfully extracted that object, basically. One more move and it will be fully mine. Okay, it's mine. Well, okay, not quite. Alright, so let's try this. And then that. And then I think... you know, this remains complicated. Okay, so at this point I just want a parking space for this. I think I see one. What if I did that? That's reasonably plausible. Okay, cool. So now you need to slot in there. With a snail's assistance, I can get that like this. No, I can't. Well, you could go all the way back around, I guess, but that's pretty annoying. Why don't I make that easier on myself and do this instead? Okay, so now, with snail assistance, I will insert this in here. How will that happen? Somehow. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's not what I want, but maybe I can save it. Ooh, that becomes a guppy gate. Okay, this seems plausible. That's my new parking space. Cool. I think I can still get that everywhere I need to be. I'll need some snail assistance eventually. Oh, this needs to move. Does it need to move now, though? No, it specifically needs to not move now. Alright, I think I'm on a good track here. I'm going to make a save. This feels like it's doing what I need it to do. Now, I haven't 100% thought through the implications of bringing this here. I don't think I can. I don't have the mental capacity for that. Like, the reasoning about geometry in this game is pretty tough. I need to not move that one more space because it needs to be exactly there. So I remember there being problems with that. Yeah, so since my... I don't have the capacity to reason fully about everything before just playing it out, so this is a very dynamic puzzle game. Just have to try stuff and see what it does to see if it's actually the solution to anything. I have a good feeling, though. I have intuition, even if I can't fully reason anything. 800 moves already. And so much setup. Okay, so I did that. I need some assistance to move this. I can move it once, but I need to move it twice. And that's what my assistant is for. Okay, so I did successfully swap these two. This is doing just as good a job as that would in that position, as far as I can tell.
Shelby.
So first I need to move that. Okay. Cool. Sounds reasonable. I don't see any problems with this. Okay, great. One more. Okay, great. I'm glad Shelby has such a hard shell. Take the weight of all that steel on top of them. Okay, so that falls. It's going to fall again when I use this lever to push that to the right. Awesome! I had the option of getting Shelby on this side, and that's more convenient for what I need Shelby for, I think. I'm going to save again. This looks pretty good. Sometimes I click next to the save and it inputs as if it's a mouse move and moves my character to the right. That's what happened there. Okay, this is very encouraging. So let's see. That object needs to move down. That's easy. No problems there. I do it like this.
Flounder, can you give us a hand?
Yeah, got him.
Not right now. Shelby is indestructible, though. That might help.
That's true. I have a problem. Okay, so I need to do this differently. Should be... Oh, that's not solvable the way I wanted it to be. Well, I can do this. That's nice. Shelby's trapped. And Guppy can't get through there. Okay, well I can do this. Okay, that's a start. It's not, though. It's not good. This seems like a problem. I think I chose my parking space poorly. Well, I can change it. Yeah, why wouldn't I just do that? Let's see what happens. Okay. I can drop it here. Is that okay? It could be. So I can certainly... Oh, yeah, the different shape means... Well, means some things. It has implications. What if I do... No, I can't. That's not great. I think I have a problem here. Did I need both of these? Like, you're not doing anything at this point. I could go get you, I'm pretty sure. Well, that sounds sensible, right? Extra assistant for what I want to do here, and it doesn't have a task. Am I sure there's nothing I can do to get through here? Not completely yet. Guppy's not going to be pushing that right from the bottom. That could be a problem for moving this up. Oh dear. Yeah, more and more I'm thinking I need both of these in here. Oh dear. Yeah, my options... I have none. Pretty much. Yeah, I have none, pretty much. That thing is a little happier about moving in here than that was. Okay, so if I had stuck this down, like, here-ish. There was still that idea of slotting it into this space to hold these up, and then moving some of this around. I don't think I need to at this point. That just doesn't seem like a necessary part of the puzzle. So, parking this here is the only way I'm going to get it down here. Pushing it like that is the only way I can get it farther down. If this were still up by one, I guess Guppy could get in there? Would that help? Maybe I could hook it on there. Okay, so did I have an opportunity to do all this stuff before dropping that the additional step. Yeah, sure, totally. That's still up. So let's do some of this. Alright, so I chose my parking space poorly. I choose a new one, and she can just do that on her own. Nice. So with this here, I can do better stuff. This is incredibly intricate. I am not at all certain I'll get this done today. I'll try. But it's kind of scary. Oh, shoot. Well, okay, so I guess Shelby then is part of my lever? Okay, sure. That's usable. Then I think I might want to do... Oh, well, you're in the way, fishy. It's okay. I can go the other way. Okay, that's encouraging. So that's how I do that transfer. Hey, look, I did it. Okay, this is good.
Heh, that showed him.
Good move, Flounder.
Mr. Crab, do you think you could come and help us move these steel pipes?
I ain't putting no goggles on my eye stalks, fishy.
I don't think this works. I don't feel good about what's happening here, but maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Yeah, no, there's nowhere I can go from here. So this space seemed to exist so that I could use... Again, I probably need this down here. Yeah, I probably need it right in that spot so that I can arrange it like this, and that's how I move this to the left from this state, isn't it? It doesn't particularly look as though I have other options. But I still want to try some stuff. If I want to move Shelby from here to here, I feel like I have to make an entire tour all the way around and get to the other side that way. I don't want to do that. Are there other options? Yeah, there totally are. I can do this. No, I can't. Why did I want that? I'm not really sure anymore. Okay, well that's my other option. For some reason I wanted Shelby in here. Why did I want that? You can stick that there, great. So what? Why would I... Oh, right. I wanted to do something with... something I can't do. I wanted to push this one more to the left. Yeah, that doesn't enable me to do that. Okay, I think I need this object in here before that one. Alright. What would it take to get that done? Magic? Probably some magic. It had to be this far over to the left to get this inserted in there, so I'm gonna be in this state at some point. Oh dear. It'd be nice if I could somehow test whether this would be helpful without going through the entire whole other puzzle of how to extract it and get it in here. I don't even know if that would help me with the other level of puzzle I need to do here. Let me just look at the moves that this makes. Yeah, no, that's not... If I would move this, then maybe, but I don't want to move that. So neither of these, on their own, appear to allow me to get this object out. So I have this save here with that down there if I want to try stuff with that. I have this if I want to try from that state. This would need to move, but that's fine. I can totally move it. I just don't see any viable way to get this out after it's been in that spot where it does need to be to do that. Can I think of one? I mean, it involves... If there's any way to do that, it involves this thing moving. Because if that moved, I could move this aside, in theory, if I had positioned it differently before then. Yeah, because at this point I can't. Let's see, okay, so Shelby here would let me move it up and to the left, which is not the direction I want to move it. It needs to go right. This can only move up one right now. If this were out of the way, I mean, this would just fall down, and that wouldn't do any good. Even if I had this object that I'm trying to move slotted in here, this one would still fall, and prohibit that. So, when did I exactly push this through? If something else could be supporting this for a moment...
Another dead end.
Then I'd have
Shelby.
the option of Guppy there, Shelby here, and push it to the right. I couldn't have left this where it was. That only supports not enough. I can't push this to the right and do some magic with... Well, I'm having some dumb ideas. What if before I move this anywhere else, I try and find a way to move that? That doesn't seem like a good idea, because... Because why? Because that means that now this is the sole support of this entire stack. That's how I get support from over there. Hold on, I can move this further. No, I can't. No, because then that falls. I mean, I guess I can move it further now? But that seems like a bad idea because... hold on, does that fall? Yes. It sure does! So I would lose my support of that. Another dead end, Shelby. This absolutely has to be that far left for this to get through, and even with that I needed snail assistance to do it. Using this... So hold on, how did I extract that exactly? Gonna go way back. Oh, it only undoes by like 5 moves if it's just characters moving. Blocks always undo by 1. Right, I knew this. It's been so long since I played this game. So I guess my question was whether I could have left this in place, in an extractable place, still gotten that slotted in where it needed to go. This is still up here. Because that had to move... So yeah, just clear the space entirely after this has gotten where it needs to go. So that's how I extract that. What if I stop the extraction at this point? Put this down there. Use... Oh, this doesn't look too unpromising. This seems like it might have some chance of working. So let me just save this, since this seems like it might be an important state if this is not a complete dead end, Shelby. Yeah, sure, you sit there. Just I don't want to deal with you. So this little guy comes on down, does his job as before. I need a Shelby there at some point, at this point. So right, that's supported now. Now I can drop this support and move that in. Oh, and I don't even need... Okay, I don't even need the Shelby help for that. But I do need to move this object still.
Flounder?
Where?
We need your help.
What is it?
This room is filled with steel pipes.
Ooh, good move, Flounder.
Where indeed? Do I want it left already? Yes, there's no reason to move it back this way. I want it in there. Okay. And you go in before you, as far as I know. Okay, this is encouraging. Can make another save, just because I can. Neat. You sit there for now. I'll deal with you later. So this moves. I don't think I want to move it again yet because I want this in there and I want that over in... Let's see, I can't go one more yet, but that's as far as I need to go. That can move 2. I can't move at the 3rd without Shelby's assistance, but fortunately Shelby's... Hey, turn around, Shelby, turn around, Shelby. I've talked about this before. Every direction moves Shelby forward except the one that's directly back. But since Shelby sticks to walls, the direction that I have to press to turn around changes. So it's actually much harder to turn around with a snail than keep going the same direction. Right, you needed to go one more. Is this when I do that? I should probably have... No. This is not when I do that at all. First of all, you need to move. Well, that's just making things awkward. It's fine, though. Hey. I note that this has not had a puzzle roll yet. Oh, this is going to have to move back left. I didn't want to move it there yet. That's fine. I can move it back left. Shelby, turn around. Ooh, awkwardness. It's fine. It's resolvable. I'll move this far. No. Shelby. 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 Be someplace else. Open up some space. I can move it back whenever I want. Extract this somehow. If I stick a snail on it, that should help. How will I do that? Like this, I guess? Okay. Okay. Exhausting. Well, what's that helped? Nothing. I could have done that without Shelby's help. Okay, well, whatever. What am I doing? I've lost track. I'm putting both of these objects in here. I have you in an extractable place. I don't need to do specifically anything else with you right at this moment. So let me worry about some of my other steps. Make sure they still work. One major one... No, I need Shelby to not be holding up all the pipes. First, this has to move. It can go that far under Guppy's power. Then I need snail power to do the rest. Oh, wait, but no. The whole reason I'm doing this at this point is because this needs to get out of there first. I remember. So this is not as far as I need to go with this. I have to go further. Pretty sure the way I do that is like this. Then you can dismount somehow. Somehow like this, maybe. Actually, yeah, just stick there. That's good. And then this can sit here. That's perfectly reasonable, I think. But now Shelby's there. How do I fix that? Okay, I fix it like this. Because, yeah, again, Guppy can do this without snail assistance. Shelby gets to the other part of the puzzle. There we go. Totally reasonable. I feel like this is just getting more and more things in my way, so I have to go the longer and longer way around to get to where I need to go. That's fine. Okay. So pull that in there. Guppy, you can't get in there at this point. Okay, so do it from the bottom.
Another 10.
I needed to... Okay, fine. So while you were over there, shove that over one more. I forgot about that part. It's still fine. Everything's okay. At least I don't know about the problems that I currently have. I'm sure I have problems, but I'm not aware of them. So that means everything's okay, right? Great. So, I've accomplished a goal. Gonna have to move this slightly so that that can get through, but that's totally fine, no problem. Guppy can do that on her own. Shelby can get to the other side easily. Save. That's a lot of saves. This is a lot of puzzle. This is seriously a lot of puzzle. I don't think I'm gonna do that yet. Let's not do it yet. In fact, you just sit there where you were. I think I need to move this one first. Oh boy, when exactly? How? Where do you go? Why were you necessary? I need snail assistance now. This is when that's necessary. No, other way, other way, other way. This drops. Shelby sticks. This drops. Wrong. Like this. Wrong. What? I did this before. It's like this. Right. So easy to forget. Okay. Saving again. Why don't I just leave that exactly where it is? Because I gotta move this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. So this space does have a purpose. I understand its purpose now. I don't think I need snail assistance for this. That's fine. Having done that, hold. I need to know some stuff. Specifically, I need to know how this is going to get in there. Maybe I didn't want to do that yet. There's no reason to just yet. Let's just hold off. I want to move this back to the left from its current position. I think I have a plan. This will make sense. Oh. So right, that's what this space is for. I've used this before. This lets... Does this let everybody get where they're going? Not really. Guppy can't get out. Shoot. Ah, inconvenient. So let's position this first then. Oh. So this absolutely has to go this far if I want it down there. Sure. If I start dropping that, it's going to end up there and jam everything up, so that's bad. In its current position, Guppy can still get through. How nice. And do this if she wants. How nice. Now what? Oh wait, I can move this to the left and still get Guppy through. Why did I think I couldn't? So I totally can. I wonder if any of what I'm doing is necessary. I mean, this is as complicated as puzzles in this game usually are. I mean, especially bonus ones like this that are at the end of a thing. Yeah, okay, sure. See, she can totally get through. So, now what? Now I drop that down there, and it's not too great because I don't know how I'm going to get it out. Did these need to be in another order? Did I need to have already moved this? Yeah, that can't go anywhere. Oh dear. This doesn't seem to have helped me. What if I stick it down here? I mean, it's worth a try. Might as well. Why would that help me? Hold on, I haven't successfully... No, that's no good. So let's try... Oh no, I can't do it the other way either. And I need Shelby to lever that over there. Ah! Do I want to move this as a whole package? No, it would just fall down there exactly as it was. Not helpful. Okay, so I don't know what I want to do with these objects yet. Alright, so just as a thing to try, this really feels like it's going to end up at a dead end.
Flounder, we need your help.
Shelby.
What is it?
But...
This room is filled with steel pipes.
to try at
Ooh,
least.
Good move, Flounder.
So what if I get this out now? Put it in there. It hasn't blocked Guppy yet. Do this shuffle to move it. Like, I think it's going to be impossible to shuffle this from there to on top of that, but I'm not convinced 100% yet. Convince me, or better yet, don't, and let this actually be the solution. I would prefer that. How would that ever come out of there? Are you serious? So I can move it. Well, I can move this right, so that ends up there, yes. Hey. I see something. I see something super neat. This transfer is totally possible. Watch. Snail stickiness solves all problems. Shelby there. Guppy here. Oh yeah, that feels like a linchpin to me. Oh yes. I did something great. Save. Okay. Good. I was closer than I thought. Now, the rest of the puzzle. Hold on. How are you going to move away from this wall? I guess Guppy will have to be on top. That's okay. There's a convenient little snail spot right here. Is that convenient, though? What are you going to do with that? I can't... No, this is not... That's not for snails. That's... Okay. Hold on, yeah. So how's this going to move away from the wall? Does it need to? I suspect so, but am I sure? What if I did not do some of the things I did, and instead I did this?
This room is filled with steel pipes.
Ooh, good move, Flounder.
Can I just elevate this to a friendly level? Hey, turn around, Shelby. Hey, it's up there. That's cool. That's a start. How would I move it right? I see a way. Oh, cool. So maybe I just had this all wrong. Maybe this really is all solvable with snail stickiness. Neat. Cool. Save. I think I can get this one back out if I want to. It's going to be annoying, but I can do it. I have done it before. Yeah, at this point I have to. Because there's no way this is moving further than that. I have to get something out at least. So I think it's now time to move this thing. Just drop it down, discard it, and get this one out to help me out with the rest of the puzzle. This doesn't feel right. I've moved this farther, yes. But is that really what I want to do? I'll leave it there. That's a fine resting place. Let's see where this leads. Again, dynamic puzzle. Can't reason about everything ahead of time. Have to just play it out and see what happens. This seems like it's going to be very useful for assisting with that. Because I can do this. Then I can... Well, yeah, okay, I can lift that, so what? That's not helpful. Maybe I moved this too far. Well, but if I didn't move it that far, then that's as far as it needs to be moved. Can I... Don't feel too good about doing it. Well, that's just pushing it to the right. And I mean, then it's... Well, hold on. Hold. I'm not done yet. This certainly isn't stuck. I can do this. But this is stuck now, and the Guppy can't get around it. Oh man. What would help me here? Can this come through? Hey, you haven't had a roll yet. What if I put you here? That would help me. I think. Got this to navigate still. Man, I'm so close. I am pretty close here. This would have to... Oh, I'm not close if I have to go all the way back to where this was out of the way and navigate that out of there. I'll bet I have to, because...
Mr. Crab, do you...
Mr. Crab's not going to help. Oh, I think I do have to, because, again, this is a thing that's not had a puzzle roll yet.
Still thinking?
Yes, maybe. I'm about to give up, though. So if this were in here... I mean, the space allows it. It's possible to move that in here. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once it's in there, though, that blocks off this area. So, it would have to... No, that really would help a lot. Because among other things, that's how I would move this past this obstacle. I could push it all the way right on this if it's balanced up here, and then just drop it low. And yeah, I guess I do still have the problem of getting this all the way up in this slot. Okay, this was good progress. This puzzle is incredibly long and tedious and involved and crazy. This is about... I think I've made more saves than this, but not in very many puzzles. That's uncommon. Okay, well, I made a lot of progress in understanding this. And that's what happened today. Alright, that's Tangled Pipes. I'll see you again later someday, I hope, to understand the rest of it. And I mean, I feel like I'm like...
Another dead end.
Really feels like I'm about 3/4 of the way through, but I have to go back to the first quarter to do the last quarter, basically, to extract this, get it up there. Pretty sure that's a realization I needed to have. Dude, are you serious with this? What puzzle have I done that's been more complicated than this? I know there have been, but not very many. This is kind of extreme. I mean, it's all the way up here. This is the extreme zone. Most of the alien puzzles were just as complicated as this. Yeah, most of the alien puzzles are just as complicated. Hold on, I'm saying alien puzzles, the final puzzles. Only one of them involved the 6 aliens. There was like 6 final puzzles, 6 aliens. That's why I got confused. Anyway, yeah, see you next time for Tangled Pipes.